+65 will show you the view, making your dreams of a home come true. Call us now, don't hesitate. Just dial 876-16867. +65 will show you the view, making the dreams of a home come true. Call us now, don't hesitate. Just dial 876-16867.
This episode is brought to you by Team +65.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Golden Nuggets podcast. Hanafi here, and next to me we have Amir. Today's guest is a mother, is a real estate agent, and also one half of the team member that you've already met, Farhan, right? And this is Team PSF's Wanti Said. Hi, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me here.
All right. So, Wanti, how are you, man?
Alhamdulillah.
How's your weekend?
Okay, I guess.
Not nervous, huh?
A bit, of course.
Okay, so Wanti, for our listeners who don't know you, can you introduce yourself?
Mother of two, 14-year-old and a 5-year-old.
Okay.
Both boys.
Okay.
And been jack of all trades and master of none, but currently in real estate.
Okay.
Yeah, so what do you want to know?
How long have you been in real estate?
Not very long.
Okay.
Started in 2021.
2021, during
1st
COVID.
Jan 2021.
1st January 2021.
Yeah. My license came out on exactly 1st January 2021.
Okay.
But I passed the exam September 2020. Yeah, during COVID lah actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
COVID agent.
Yeah, COVID agent, that's right. COVID agent.
Yeah. Okay, so before we talk about your real estate journey, can you share a bit more about your background? Who is Wanti when you were younger?
Okay, before I joined real estate, I was baking.
Mm.
I was a professional baker lah in that sense.
Okay.
Had my own baking company. So I did a lot of wedding cakes, 3D cakes and all that. I think I was doing, it was called Black Cube Cakes.
Okay.
Okay. So Black Cube was around for, I think, 10 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but before that, I was in the corporate industry. I was working for the union. So quit the union one day and decide to just, take the diploma in bakings and stuff.
Okay.
Then started baking and also teaching. So I was teaching elective modules in secondary schools, some primary schools as well. So post exams, sometimes they will call. I was working with some enrichment educational companies where they engage external trainers to go to the schools to teach their students. Yeah, so more into culinary, barista, baking.
Okay.
So was doing that and many other things in between. So one day decided to, too tired to work so many things. Just want to focus on one and change my career altogether. So I decided to jump into real estate. Also because my mentor is pushing me lah from the back, take real estate. Don't go and study, but it's go and take. Sure can.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, do you study culinary back then?
I did not exactly go to like those like Shatec or what, never. So it's just some cooking and baking is just a personal, trait or talent that I had since young or have. Still having it. Okay. And my brother was working for that education company, so sort of pulled me in so to become the trainer. So I got myself MOE license and all that. So because in order to teach in secondary schools or any schools for that matter, you need to be licensed. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was working quite a number of things, and then admin and mystery shopping and mystery auditing.
Mystery shopping.
A mystery shopper fun, right?
Fun.
But you need to write the report after that.
Yeah. I think I got somebody fired before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got somebody from maybe Gain City, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Some electronics company lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But what is it that you studied back then when you were younger? Let's start your journey from your secondary school days. Like, what kind of person were you? Like, we know Farhan was the smart one, like all A's. The L1, R4 is like...
Okay, I would say I am smart, but I'm also from the express stream. Okay, but not as smart as he is lah. Okay, I was the rebellious one in school.
Okay.
Rebellious, but also always selected to be the school MC.
Okay.
Or ushering when the minister comes and all that. So balance lah. Naughty,
balance lah,
naughty,
yeah,
good
one.
also good. Also
Yeah.
teacher's favourite, so like that lah.
Okay.
So got passed to be naughty.
Uh,
Yeah, truancy and stuff. Or that one I think
Normal lah.
lah.
Okay.
Maybe Farhan good boy lah. Maybe he never cabut school before, but I do all the time.
But match PSF what? Because one good, one
One good, one bad, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So in school, okay. Studies wise, I guess
was average.
okay lah. I did pass, but I did not. After secondary, I went to Bishan Park Secondary, by the way. Pretty much notorious also.
Yeah.
Okay, then after
I didn't mean to agree, but
yeah. So after Bishan Park, I went to Outram Institute,
Okay.
which I dropped out of. I dropped out of quite a number of schools.
Wait, what is Outram Institute?
Outram Institute was at Bartley. Dah tak
Okay.
ada lagi. No more already. School.
Outram Institute.
Yeah, then
but
Outram
it's at
Institute.
Bartley.
Yeah. So Outram Institute and Jurong Institute, they merged and become MIM, Millennium Institute.
Oh, okay.
So supposed to take A levels
Yeah.
and all that,
Yeah.
which I did not want to do,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know why. Maybe family pressure or something. So went to that route to take A's and probably go to uni lah. But
Yeah.
I realized that it wasn't for me because I wanted to go to the arts class.
Okay.
But they put me in pure comm class,
Oh,
which
okay.
I really do not like lah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and it was a lot of economics and business and all that. So maths for me, not my thing. So
Yeah.
I kind of sleep throughout lecture and all that. So one day wake up and decided to just quit school.
Okay.
okay.
I dropped out of school without my parents' knowledge.
Uh-huh.
So I just went to the office one day and fill up all the form and just say I'm not going to come to school anymore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so went home with the big news to my mom, I just quit school. Like that. So, but it was...
the school allows you to do
Actually,
that.
they don't. But because I was so naughty and rebellious, I said, even if you said no, I'm going to not come. So, what can you do?
Yeah.
Wow, very daring. Were you this daring? I mean,
No, I wasn't. Yeah.
So after that, it was a bit too late to enter Temasek Poly. I wanted to take consumer food and science technology. So then 3 years TP, 1 year NIE, then I can become home ec teacher. So it was a bit too late. Then I had to wait like 1 full year.
But why were you too late?
Because the punya appeal date has closed. So to get in new entries, I was considered late lah. In that sense, I have to wait the
For
following
the following year,
yeah.
okay.
So my dad said that it's too long. I would lose,
That few months.
that 1 year do what? Then once I start working, I wouldn't want to go back to school, and all that. So I said, okay lah. Then he said, push me to law school.
Okay.
I went to SIC, Singapore Institute of Commerce.
Okay.
It was a...
Technically, you're a smart person.
Not really.
I mean, you go to MI. Yeah.
Why? Then after that, after SIC, in SIC, it's a 3-year law course.
Okay.
Diploma in law. Some family troubles happen financially and all that. So I was paying for tuition fees myself.
Okay.
And I was only like 17, 18. So I was working at Escape Theme Park to,
Oh, no wonder you look familiar.
yeah. Last time all this frequent
Yeah.
escape, right? You also, right?
Yeah.
So,
Go chalet only confirm plus chop go
Escape
escape
Theme
park.
Park. Yeah, Escape Theme Park, that kind, right? So it was very tiring lah because I was working at Escape and then studying. So eventually I lost interest in studying lah. So I actually dropped out again
Okay.
on my final year.
Okay.
Because also financially I couldn't afford to pay for the tuition fees anymore. And the bar exam is going to cost me, back then was, if I remember correctly, it was £5,000 or something like that.
Okay.
So at that age, where am I going to
Yeah.
get all that, right? So and you know what, just stop studying altogether. So I just really go out to work lah.
Okay.
So I worked at the golf club. After Escape, I went to a golf club. Then after that, I went to a beauty MLM company, but as a staff. Then I went to union government. Then after that, baking. So yeah, but in between there are many other jobs I did that was working part time for a dirt biking company and all that lah. Yeah.
If at that point of time you had the money to go through with your final year, would you have gone through with it?
I don't know because the one that encouraged me to take law was my stepfather, who raised me lah. In that sense. But I'm also still close to my biological father. He was not very supportive in that sense for me to be a lawyer.
Okay.
Because and my interest was criminal law.
Okay.
And he don't want me to kena makan sumpah orang all the time. So he said it's not actually a good thing lah. So I get something that, you know, that orang tak sumpah kau all the time. You see.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's an interesting mindset.
Yeah, so he said that, you know, money you can find, but get a job that doesn't give you stress, nothing too hectic. So
Is there any job that doesn't?
yeah, I
give
mean,
you
I don't know, maybe. Okay lah. So at the end, okay, I was like, the thing is, it wasn't really something that I wanted to do. So what I really wanted was actually to go to LaSalle or NAFA to get
To do arts.
dance.
Okay.
But wasn't really accepted by my parents lah. Takkan aku nak joget sebagai tua. Okay, that was their actual phrase. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay lah. So I didn't get to do that. Then I wanted to go to TP to do consumer finance, which I was a bit too late.
Yeah.
So everything just dropped lah. So just my focus went into something a bit more like private deep. Then did the baking and all that on my own.
I mean, in hindsight, would your parents feel like it would have been better for you to waste that 1 year and then go to TP straight rather than going through 2 years of law school?
I can understand why they didn't want me to wait because I wasn't exactly a very obedient person.
Yeah.
So
They don't want her at home.
get out. That 1 year break, if I start working and earning money, I totally will lose interest in studying. So they don't want me to stop studying.
Okay.
Yeah. But eventually I did stop lah. Yeah.
They want you to be engaged in learning.
Yes,
something
correct.
all the time.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I could back then I couldn't understand, but now when I look back, right, and knowing like how I was back then,
yeah.
I think I can understand why my dad said, you know, it's not a good idea if you take a break and then go to work. You sure don't want to go back studying. So I think they would know me better lah.
Okay.
Now that you are a mother of two, right? If your son is in that same position as you were, what would you advise your son?
I think my approach with my children is very different from my parents' approach with me and my siblings. So I try to be the super honest mother and
Okay.
very supportive. But with my first one, I was a bit more of a tiger mom. Tuition, study, every day balik study lah. Make sure he score, you know. But actually he's a very good boy lah. So now I tend to be a bit more relaxed. Let him do his gaming as long as he produce results. And he likes climbing, he likes bouldering and all that. So I support lah. I never, but I asked him what he wants to be, what he wants to do when he grow up. So he said that since he might lean towards being a vet.
Okay.
Okay, because we are a family of animal lovers and animal rescuers. But on the side, he still wants to do bouldering professionally.
Okay.
So I try to support that as much as I can lah. The second one, don't know lah. The second
Still
one
young
just
lah,
wait
still
and
young.
see.
Yeah.
That one 5 years old.
Yeah.
Don't know lah. Very, in terms of attitude, they're also very different.
Yeah.
Second one more like me.
Is it because of the age gap?
Yeah, age gap.
Age gap is one, but nowadays the generation very different.
Yeah, very very different. So the small one is now what they call the generation Alpha. Gen
Alpha.
A. Alpha, is it?
Yeah.
Something
Gen
like
Alpha.
that.
It's okay, I can fight with them. It's all the Gen Z language.
Yeah, Gen Z, Gen A. So all these new words that I have to learn, the sigma lah, what lah,
Yeah,
not
skibidi.
yat lah,
Skibidi.
skibidi.
Yeah.
So I have to keep up lah.
Okay.
With this trend also.
It's okay. Now we got TikTok. Back then our parents don't know anything.
Yeah, back then I think our era was the best lah.
Yeah.
You grew up from started with nothing and then technology came. So
Yeah.
you get a bit more.
We went from tape to CD to
Yes.
MD to now
Right.
everything's all streaming, right?
LD.
Yeah.
LD to
Laser
LD.
disc.
But I also think that with my experience back then, kirakan macam, you know, whatever your naughty tricks are all in my pocket.
Yeah.
Because mama went through all of this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So eventually you went into baking, right? And you started your own company at that point of time.
Yeah.
How long did you run the company for?
I think about 10 years lah. I think they're about 10 years. So
Okay.
Black Cube actually started off as a courier company,
Oh.
which me and my ex-husband started this courier company.
Okay.
Okay, the Black Cube actually, the logo, it represents actually Kaabah lah, Black Cube lah, a Black Cube. So one of our good friend said, not bad take Black Cube lah. Okay, Black Cube survey can be many things, what?
Yep.
Like you just represent, it's just a black box.
Mm.
So then after Korea, it failed. It didn't go through messy divorce and all that. Then I carried on that name lah.
Okay.
Black Cube Cakes.
Actually, courier survey is quite interesting. Did you have any experience before getting into that?
Yeah. Okay.
And at which year do you start this? Because I think now it's much more of a thriving industry because of the big names like Lazada, Shein, all these, right?
Yeah.
Amazon.
So
But what about back then?
we started off with SingPost,
Okay.
Speed Post. Now I don't think you see it anymore. The Speed Post van. So we, when we started that, he was already working. My ex-husband was already working in Speed Post.
Okay.
So his so-called boss asked him to, why don't you open your own company, get some van, and then you start your own. Because there are a lot of biddings. They call it the bids. Like a lot of areas you can take. So then he asked me about it for financial support. Then I was like, okay lah, can try. So we took out 6 vans but unfortunately all that 6 vans under my name.
At the start.
Yeah.
Oh.
We rented 6 vans. We bought some, so it was all under my name. So I was supporting more on the admin and the logistics side and all that. So and the problem with courier is always manpower.
Yeah.
One day you never come, kena saman $250 that kind, no. And also cash. Cash money that's needed, van breakdown and all that. People asking for advance. And then when the company pays, I felt like, because we started off with nothing, so we didn't really have that much capital outlay to sustain the first few months.
Yeah.
So
Because I understand that they actually give their payments quite some time after you have done
correct.
the service, right?
And it's always delayed. So that's where, the problem gets bigger and bigger. The hole gets deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
So eventually, we said that we cannot make it lah.
Yeah.
Tutup lah. Okay. Then after tutup, whatever not happened, then I restart. My sister Gabby and I, we started off another courier company. We called it Speedy Cats.
Okay.
Okay. So when Speedy Cats opened, also same thing. And this time round, they wanted not van drivers, you can hire even Grab drivers. So we had like a pool of berapa puluh orang lah actually, like under us that were working with us. Only to deliver like maybe 30 parcels a day. We were working with one company lah. Not gonna mention the name. So they were paying quite well, but the problem still manpower and timing. It's like people underperform.
Yeah.
When Gabby and me, we can perform. At the same time, we are girls, So the people working under us are all men.
Yeah.
So we question ourselves like, why we can why they cannot To a point where I even do route planning for them.
Oh.
Yeah, like this is okay. I have an app.
Yeah.
I just input in all the address and plan the route for you.
Yeah.
Just follow lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but eventually also macam too tiring because we have to start. We have to be the first to be there and last to go back.
Yes.
We must make sure that all our men return and then scan everything all on time.
Yeah.
So after a while, we just got too tired lah. Cannot lah, just like macam penat lah. We realised that it wasn't really for us. Then now we open my sister opened another company lah, Asian company.
But which year was this?
Which year?
Yeah.
I think the Speedy Cats was 2018, 2017, 2018. Thereabouts. Yeah.
I see. Yeah. I mean, why I'm asking is because I have a friend now who's running his own career company. And when I see the payouts, it's actually quite lucrative lah.
Yeah, it is. Okay, for example, like say the company pays you, I pay you maybe 280 250 per day to cover these 20 parcels.
Yeah.
But then you pay the person maybe 150, 180 for example. So the balance you angkat lah in that sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Because when I see my friend's one, he himself have to send out like about 50 to 70 parcels a day.
It really depends where.
He have 6 other people in his team who is also doing the same thing but different areas. And when I see the amount that was given, it's like mid 5 figures to high 5 figures.
Can be. But then again, the reason we gave up was because of manpower. Yeah, and then it's very hard to get last minute manpowers.
Yeah.
So then end up you have to go and do it on yourself. Then your area become much
Wider.
Yeah.
So you didn't mind that the job was a bit more physical?
No, I think Gap and myself were trained from back then the speed post days, right? She was also one helping me with another friend, so she can deliver 100 parcels, 100 plus a day, like the whole Pasir Ris.
Really? Yeah.
So very trained already. So that's why we say, actually we can try and open this, Although we are girls lah, but I think because of the experience that we had working with men, right? So I think we can try. So we did. So but we realized that, it's always the manpower issues, and then the stress that we get very angry all the time. Yeah.
I followed that friend of mine. I followed him for one full day. And I told myself, I cannot do this. It's tiring, number one. Secondly, it's like, there's a lot of planning.
Yeah, a lot of
planning. You need to know where to park.
And then the money, if you forget to collect, and that's another problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's coming out from your own pockets.
And sometimes, because sometimes you have to collect parcel from the unit itself, right?
Yes.
And you can't get that person, and then you need to wait. Because if you don't wait and then you don't collect the parcel to return back, then it's an issue.
Yeah. So then who's going to be responsible for all the mistakes that the courier drivers do? You lah, you kena lah.
Yeah.
You need to answer.
Yeah, but it's just delivery only. You don't need to set up or whatever.
No, it's just delivery or sometimes collection. But sometimes it comes, the cash part sometimes you forget.
Okay.
Then once you deliver, you forget collect cash. Then how you want to go back there and ask them for money?
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't even want to pay you. Because items ready in their hand. What?
Yeah.
All these obstacles lah.
Wow. What is the one thing that from that journey of you running the courier company that you feel like it trains you up for your real estate journey?
I don't know. I think it makes me more patient, I guess.
Okay.
Because dealing with people, right? Yeah, my patience level have to be really through the roof. But marah is marah lah. Sometimes angry lah.
But you don't lash out at the...
how to lash out? Lash out also no point. And the person also look at you with a slumber face like that. You just take it in. Just like...
Okay.
Yeah.
I got one question. What happens when the client or recipient don't pay you for those COD?
Come out of your own pocket.
Come on from your own pocket.
Oh, seriously?
Yes. Drivers won't pay what?
So unfortunately,
Kena lah.
for real estate, how?
Cannot. Real estate is we try to claim, like sometimes clients will, help me pay first lah, endorsement fee lah, what submission fees, whatever. So
Clients ever ask you to do
all the time.
And you do.
But you cannot, right?
They are supposed to do it by themselves.
Yeah.
Right? So I will try to guide them how to do it.
Oh, you guide them. Okay.
Sometimes by payment, just send them QR code, you scan and pay.
Yeah.
Commission is another issue because if they don't pay you, also you can't.
Yeah,
do
I do have some runaway clients.
Okay. This one we can talk.
Let's
in the
this
second
to part 2. I mean, you have any final question before we bring this whole section to the next part?
Let's bring it to the second part.
All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned for part 2. Bye-bye.